Well, hello there, welcome to Check It Out videos. As you can see from the items on the table, it's pretty obvious. Today we are going to be talking about the Breitling Superocean42 as promised in my previous video. So let's roll the intro and get to it. Now I know it's annoying me saying, but before we proceed to the video, please consider subscribing as it helps keep this channel alive and producing with more of this content, as the YouTube statistics show that 95% of my viewers are not subscribed. So please, if you like my content, do consider subscribing. It really does help a great deal. Thank you very much. For starters, the reason for this piece was I wanted a piece with a bracelet. And not just any bracelet, a really good and comfortable bracelet. I wanted a diver, I wanted a date, and I wanted a bezel. So this watch ticked all of the boxes in what I was looking for. And to top that off, it's a serious professional looking watch with a bracelet, but at the same time, that playful 12, 6 and 9 just makes it a little bit less serious, which I think matches my personality pretty well. So as you guys know, there's the new launch of this new Superocean just yesterday, and do I have any regrets on this? Oh hell no. Well, for starters, the new Superocean is 22mm for the lug width. This is 20, so much more options for the straps. The clasp on this one, it looks very simple, but it's thin. And that's what I'm looking for. Although the new one looks pretty good with on-the-fly adjustability, the design, as you can see, I'll put a picture here. It's a bit too feminine for me, for my liking anyway, as compared to this one. And it's got that wonderful V with the wing and anchor logo that everybody loves. Not the original Breitling logo, but one of the most iconic and popular ones, or popular logos out there. Another key feature is on the bezel. The new one is just a normal friction fit bezel, while the previous Superocean comes with screws on the bezel. So yep, it's a different level of fitment and quality there. Although the new one has a ceramic bezel insert, I still prefer the aesthetics of this old one with the DLC infill for the color and the numerals and markers cut out stainless steel. This matte textured finish suits me much better than the gloss finish of the ceramic. And of course the dial. Although the new Superocean has quite, gotta admit, pretty good looking dial, it's nothing compared to this one in my opinion. I still love the 12, 6 and 9, the fonts, it's perfect. And of course that wing logo that everybody loves, yeah, I don't know why they insist on taking that away. And of course, one of my key requirements for this watch, not everyone's favorite I'm sure, but I wanted a date. Yep, I like dates on my watch. It comes in really handy for my daily use. And of course, not a deal breaker for most, but the new one, although it's thinner on the profile, 12 point something millimeters as compared to this one, which is 13 point something. I'll list down the details later on. But the plus point is this is 500 meters water resistance as compared to the new one, which is only 300. So for real, you know, take your watch to go diving, yeah, this would be a much better choice compared to the new one. Right, so before I go on and on, I think let's stick to the script and let's go through the specs. So the Breitling Superocean42 is, as you guessed, 42mm across, about 13mm thick. That's inclusive of this very nice dome sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating on both sides. and the lug to lug is 50 millimeters. But don't get fooled by the figures, because the way the lug curves down, it hugs your wrist really well. I have a 16 centimeter wrist, or 6¼ inch wrist for you guys in the States, and it wears really comfortably on my wrist. And lug width of about lug width is 20 millimeters, so strap changing is made very easy. You got plenty of options to choose in the aftermarket. So it tapers all the way down to 18 millimeters here and about 20 millimeters back on the clefts. So overall, very well designed ergonomic piece for your wrist. So the watch head alone weighs about 95 grams, and with the strap I have 3 links removed. Let's see how much it weighs on my cooking weighing scale. Oh wow, so it's about 163 grams. Yep, quite a big boy there. Great wrist presence. So no see-through case back, it's screw down solid, and powering this baby, it's a B17 movement, which is essentially an ETA 2824, which has been heavily modified and chronometer certified by Breitling. We are still not sure what they do to it, as in modifications. They're quite hush-hush about this, but yeah, I've measured it on my timer, and it does perform around plus minus 4 seconds a day, which is fantastic. Power reserve is about 40 hours. Not fantastic, but well, for daily wear, daily watch, well, this is not an issue. And around 25 joules. Now there's one thing I want to highlight about the logo. Okay, some people out there in the forums are saying that it's made of gold. So I've checked this with my authorized dealer, and they confirmed that no, it is in fact stainless steel. It's not made of gold or white gold or any precious metals, because that would add a lot to the cost. And we have a screw down crown, signed screw down crown. I'm particularly happy with this piece because, as you can see, the B is almost downward facing. Just get the camera to focus there. Yeah, almost. So, but don't try and force it and overwind. Yeah, just leave it as it is, however tight it is. So it has a triple lock gasket, so yep, no problems there with water resistance, as this has 500 meters. I'm not sure how they managed to achieve that with a 13mm thick watch, but that is just fantastic. So rest assured, divers, you can take this down and your open water dives. Alright, let's hear it for the bezel. Oh yeah. No back play whatsoever. Of course, no misalignment. Oh, it's just fantastic. Really crispy. 120 click bezel. And you can see there's screws on the bezel. Yep, screws. So if you're ever diving with this and you hit some corals or rocks, or I don't know, you're fighting with a shark, yeah, you can rest assured that the bezel won't fall off, because I think that's 6 screws in total. Yeah, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6 screws. It's not just friction fit, but screwed on. So yep, I think the only other brand that does this is Zin. So you can see the amount of quality that's to expect from this piece. Real value or money there. As you know, the retail price, you can actually get some discounts. I know the discounts are drying up in the dealers, but you still can get some discounts off retail as compared to other brands out there. Yeah, other brands out there. So I'd like to highlight that the blue you see on the bezel. Oh yes, of course, the watch whole thing is made of stainless steel, and the bezel is one solid piece of stainless steel cut out with the numerals raised. As you can see here, the outer side is connected directly to this triangle and brushed on the numerals, polished on the sides. And I like to highlight that this is there's a certain YouTuber saying that this is rubber infill. This is in fact not rubber. I can reassure you that, and I've checked this with the Breitling dealer in my country. This is some sort of DLC coating, diamond-like carbon, so it's really hard, and you rest assured it won't peel off. Back in the past, several generations back, they did use rubber, but not for the new models of the Breitling SuperOcean. So this is in fact really tough diamond-like coating, and it's not as hard as ceramic, but it's not as brittle as ceramic as well, so no worries about cracking when you knock this into something. Really robust daily wearing watch. And the bracelet, and some of you may have seen Random Rob doing this on his videos, so you can see, yep, you can get an idea of how this will contour to your wrist really nicely. And we have screws for the bracelet here to adjust. Solid end links as well. Sign buckle, polish on the inside and brushed on the outside, so yep, really nice. So bracelet is polished all the way through on the top and the sides as well. I don't really care for it because I won't be staring at the bracelet the whole day. I'm looking at the watch head, so this is good as well in terms of wearability. This watch is all about daily wearability, so you won't have to worry about getting it scuffed and having marks all over. So the only place that's polished is on the sides and the knurlings on the bezel. Yeah, so that's about it. Oh, and the crown as well. Yeah, their polishing is really good, very nicely executed, and the lugs are brushed radial and vertical on the bracelet. So this is my only to note. It's not really a complaint, it's just something I noticed, and well, if you know, because everything seems to be positive about this watch, I have to give some sort of not really negative feedback, just that because of the way the brushing, this is radial, this is straight. At certain angles, the end link on the bracelet seems to look like a different tone from the lugs. As you can see here, this seems a bit darker, this seems a bit lighter, but that's because of the reflection of the brushing. So yeah, not really a complaint, just something to note. Yeah, everything. This is just such a perfect watch. The day I bought it, I could not take it off my wrist since then. It's been on my wrist for about 2 months now, and this really steals a lot of wrist time. I just can't get it off my wrist. And super comfy on the wrist. As you can see here, on my 16cm wrist, fits just right. Not too big. Yeah, I think I can pull it off. Who cares? I love it. And you have a date as well, white, matching the dial of the watch. Look at how close the date wheel sits to the dial. Just love it. And look, they put a little Lume there. That's so cute. You have the numerals on 12, 6 and 9, and sticks, battens for the rest of the markers. As you can see, the chaptering is well designed for your user viewing as well. Just the right amount of text, 3 lines, SuperOcean chronometer, and 500 meters with Breitling and the beautiful wing logo with the anchor on the top. Alright, enough chit chat, it's time for the Lume test. As the name suggests, this Breitling is super bright. Breitling just does Lume really well. As you can see, in the first 30 minutes, it glows really bright and just continues on throughout the night in that dim glow. This Lume really gives tritium a run for its money. In the past, Breitling was a brand that never really appealed to me. You can see their designs were really about putting as much shit as they can on the dial, as well as for the Superocean. But as you can see, this latest reiteration of the Superocean, it's really, they cleaned up a lot. So in conclusion, oh yeah, by the way, the Breitling comes with this tag as well, and I forgot to show it in the previous unboxing video. So in conclusion, the Superocean is just super in every way, which is why I chose this among the rest of its competitors among this price range and specifications. Well, first off, I wanted a diver and with a date as well for my daily wear, because dates are really convenient for me. I know a lot of you don't like dates out there, but this is a winner for me. It's super robust, super legibility with that. The Superocean is just super robust, super legibility with that dial 369, can't go wrong. Super bright lume as seen in the lume test. Super comfortable with this fully independent 3-link bracelet and those curved end links. I mean lugs, curved lugs, and with the end links that drop down immediately. Super good looking in my opinion, and super versatile. You can dress up, dress down. This would fit under a shirt sleeve, no problem. 13mm, and yeah, just an overall winner for me. That little red second hand, the blue indices, blued out hands. Even the dial, look at it, just perfectly executed. And I love those funnel shaped chapter rings. Breitling really nailed it with this one. Okay, I think I overdid it a bit with this one. Let's move on to
sexy time.
Thank you very much for staying until this part of the video. Stay tuned. Up next, I've got a load of unedited content from events, as you can see, Breitling events, Ulysses 19 events, as well as I'm going to do a comparison video with this guy and 2 other fellas. So yep, stay tuned and do hit the subscribe button if that's your kind of thing. Cheers.